Yo, what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back everyone.
Hey.
So, good to be back.
Yeah, so we are back to Resident Roleplay Prometheus. This is part 2 of this little mini-series venture. Now, of course, due to some scheduling conflicts, we are starting a bit earlier than usual, and we are going to be ending quite a bit earlier than usual as well. So, yeah, how we all doing?
Doing all right.
All right.
Not insane, which is good.
Well, before we get into things, just a couple of announcements to get out of the way. First off, as of this last Friday, all of the Resident Roleplay character playlists are now out, so you could go listen to those on Spotify. They're all collected on the Resident Roleplay page, which you can navigate to from pachecoprojects.com, so be sure to check out the website if you want to find all of the juicy character playlists. There are a few that aren't up there yet. Madigan's playlist is not up yet, and Fox's playlist is not up yet. We're still making room for those on the website, but those will be coming here soon. Pretty much hopefully by the end of the weekend. They should all be out, though, on the website. But otherwise, you can find them all from the series of tweets we made, as well as on our Discord server. So they're out there. They're actually really awesome. I think we all had a lot of fun putting those together. And I know I certainly did. And yeah, getting to put together a few bonuses for this re-release run on Spotify, you know, of new characters that we didn't reveal playlists for earlier was a ton of fun. So we got, which ones were new? We had Enyo, Scorpion, and Mr. Fox, and Madigan as well. Madigan's we hadn't shown before. So yeah, those are a ton of fun. They're actually really, so a lot of them are really great playlists if you just to listen to. And I would actually say like Chauncey's and Aiden's are great workout playlists too.
Yeah, for sure.
I should make a PGP one.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be interesting. But also, brief point of note, just gameplay-wise, we did have some respecking before the stream here, so Chauncey has one of his universal features got changed up because it was tied up in some weirdness of the early playtest, and so I allowed a little bit of a change there. So I think you're down one of the features on your fighting style, but gain something else. But just making a quick note of that. That being said, are we ready to jump in and pick up where we last left off?
I think so, but
Yes.
for some reason, now of all times, being started to be hyperactive.
Oh boy. Well, you better grab that cat.
Cat's too fast.
Well, in any event, previously on Resident Roleplay, there's been a Spectre virus outbreak in the small town of Brunton, where the pharmaceutical company Greenhouse Solutions is headquartered. A company led by your corrupted former ally, Dr. Emil Johansson. To make matters worse, Scorpion presented evidence that Emil has murdered yet another party member, Katara Oswald, and presumably stolen some of her clone-based bioweapons. In order to combat this outbreak and settle your personal scores, the party reunited and flew out to the island of the Greenhouse Solutions HQ, where you fought your way through a small army of guards before the island suddenly began ascending into the sky while thick fog enveloped it. So, that's where we last left off. You now stand on the shores of the island on which Greenhouse Solutions is headquartered. Your visibility is limited with the thick mist surrounding you, but you know not far off the edge of this shore is now a steep drop to Lake Superior far below. And while you can't see much, you can feel the island is continuing to climb.
At what point does the air start getting thin?
Who knows?
Like, is the island, does it seem like it's slowing down, or is it just going?
It seems like
Are
it's
we going over orbit?
It seems like it's going at a steady pace. Doesn't seem to have sped up or slowed down, but it is just continuing to climb.
You might be on a time limit.
Oh boy.
Until it goes to space?
I hope not.
Resident Roleplay
doesn't,
space.
Aaron does not want
as
to go
long
to
as
space.
it doesn't Age of Ultron us, we're good.
Yeah.
The one place untouched by capitalism.
Well,
What are y'all doing?
one
Is-
thing. Okay, so very quickly, Kevin whirls around and he draws his rhino. Well, last week there was one surviving guard.
There was, who is quite shaken and perturbed, and he is currently trying to claw his way back to his feet and start limping away. He seems to have suffered a bit of injury after the whole shaking situation, earth shaking situation you guys encountered at the end of the last session. And he's also down to his undies because Scorpion took the rest of his belongings.
Originally, I had a different idea. Kevin quickly rushes the man and knocks him back down. Do you know who I am?
What? No, I don't think we've met.
Well, let me introduce myself. Have you heard of Kevin Larson?
He looks on in fear, kind of puzzled for a moment, not seeming to show any recognition, but just stares blankly. I don't know. Look, I just work here.
I practically designed this island. He pulls out his rhino.
All
But
right.
now I'm here to clean things up. You see, since I built this island, and since this outbreak is occurring, I know Emil's behind it. So I'm going to purge my sins. It's my fault this is happening. Greenhouse is my fault. What Emil has done is my fault. What I'm about to do is my fault. But the way I see it, God's using me to tear it all down. So I'm going to fix it. I'm going to tear it all down with my bare hands. He sighs and he points at the man with his gun and he pulls the trigger. God have mercy on me and you.
Wait! Bullet goes through him and paints the sand underneath red as the body goes limp.
All right.
I'll give you that one without a roll since you had him at your mercy.
He does the whole Catholic. No, he's no Catholic, but he does the whole,
Crosses himself.
Yeah, that's it. And that out of the way, he just returns to the rest of the team and plots out what to do next.
Scorpion's just like buttoning up his vest and just gives like his head just tilts to the side a little bit, and that's the only acknowledgement he gives.
Chauncey just hears the gunshot and kind of just like sniffs at the air and be like, yes. I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning.
So to recap, everybody except Scorpion has a point of madness, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Well, as you all gather yourselves and prepare for your next moves, you do hear a little bit of a buzzing in your ears. Well, Chauncey, you're the first to hear it, but eventually it spreads into the comms of everybody else, but Scorpion excluded. As you just hear Mr. Fox in your ears, sorry to intrude, but I've lost your visuals on satellite. What's going on at the ground? And Chauncey, you're not expecting him to necessarily have this frequency, but here he is.
Kind of looks dumbfounded at first. but answers the question. That's because we're not on the ground.
Care to elaborate? All I'm seeing is fog.
Oh. Am I close enough to the edge to kind of like look down and be like, well, look up about 15, 20 feet because we're going up.
Well, that satellite imagery may certainly get interesting then soon. Well, thank you for the update. You may be hearing from me some more. However, I did have another question. I saw you had a new friend disembarking from your ride. And at this point, Scorpion, you hear of, assuming that you've also been on the same frequency as the rest of your party, or at least had a line of communication open to them, you hear the voice jump over to your comm and say, "May I ask for an introduction?"
No.
Very interesting.
No worries. He's just our classified pilot. I like to keep the people that keep me safe in the air very close to my heart. I don't want them to be known.
Fair enough, fair enough. We all have our secrets to keep. Like I said, I'll be in touch. But let me know if there are any things of interest that may be coming up throughout your searching of this island. I'm sure there are many things we don't know, both of us.
Yes. But please do try to figure a way to get this to come back to the ground.
Well, I'll let you know if my people come up with any solutions.
Thank you for that.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure that's our job.
Yes. But kind of like knowing the vent hole on the Death Star, we needed some intel first.
Well, you're right about that. Very true.
They can give us anything that we need to target to keep this thing from going too high or coming down too fast. I would like to know that. I don't want to just go hit the on-off switch.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we didn't put the Harpy on standby now.
Yeah. I think we lucked out on that park job. All right, guys. Where do you think we're heading? You guys have been here.
Did we, were we going to take a short rest?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I want to know where we're heading so I can be like, okay, well that's too far to walk. I'm down.
Yeah, you guys could discuss that. You guys are probably discussing that as you're laying down for a rest.
Yeah.
I assume after that last shot was fired, you guys have all been in a sort of more relaxed regard and are kind of taking your seats among the rubble of the beach.
Yeah, Scorpion's just gonna he's gonna take his briefcase, and he's gonna pull out this small like it looks like a mask almost, but it's very thin. He's gonna pull it over his head, and it's gonna cover up the bottom part of his chrome jaw and kind of conceal that a little bit more and make it a little more flesh-like and lifelike. So he still has if he were to smile, you can still see his teeth, or he looks like he's got a grill at least, but at least his jaw doesn't look as chrome. So he's a little bit more blending in now, and he's just going to use his disguise kit to make him look a little more presentable as a human being.
Understood.
Are we feeling anything? The ones who failed the saving throw?
No, not immediately. You feel your normal self.
Okay. Just checking.
So everybody that fell down, I'm kind of just swiping at them and knock the sand off of them. While we're sitting here resting up and discussing battle tactics of where we're gonna go next.
Yeah, I think we the first thing on the path leading into the forest. Are we by the path right now?
You guys are still at the beach. You would have to do a little bit of travel to get to the to get to the path. It's basically there's the beach, and then further inland there's a tree line, and the path kind of cuts through the middle of that tree line.
Right. I don't have to take a short rest. Would you guys want me to go and scout to see if I can find the path entrance, so we can know where to go immediately?
I don't think I need sorry, a short rest either. If you need me to help.
Yeah, I'm fine too. I mean, I don't have many hits on me yet.
Yeah, and I don't have anything that recharges on a short rest either.
All right. So
Chauncey's the only one that needs a short rest then?
How long
Okay,
of it?
I'll
I have
stay
to
with
take 30
Chauncey.
minutes, right? No, I have to take 30 minutes, right?
It's
At
an
least?
hour.
An hour. Can I be doing like while I'm resting and they're going forward, I'll be like, I'll catch up with you guys. But be doing like check-ins with my boots on the ground in the town and just checking in on everything while they're progressing forward, counting as my short rest.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Just doing your administrative duties, radioing in to the 3 Foxtrot units that landed in Brunton, as well as the other units that are underway from other BSAA bases. You could start coordinating and getting reports from them.
Okay. And I can roll my hit dice during this time, right?
Yep.
And so long as I've needed to heal. I'm gonna be doing that.
All right. Sounds good. So Chauncey's going to be staying at the beach for a rest. Sounds like a vacation over there for Director Clancy. Anybody? So I guess we're kind of splitting the party now. So who's going where? Is anybody staying with Chauncey?
I'll stay with Chauncey.
Okay,
just in case.
some muscle
All
with
right.
Chauncey.
So me and Kevin are going to go scout.
Yes. Though Kevin knows where he wants to go first, because he knows this place. So it's just a matter of finding it.
Well, shouldn't you remember it?
Of course.
Oh.
Well, normally he would, yes, but fog.
Yeah, it's worth noting, you guys have basically lightly obscured visibility at 15 feet, and then after 30 feet, it's heavily obscured, which means after 30 feet, you can't see anything at all.
That's what I figured.
Is that also with my goggles and stuff? I can't see through the fog.
Interestingly, now what features do you get with your goggles? Do you have
Infrared and night vision.
Infrared and night vision. Okay.
And the Genesis is attached.
Right. So, on infrared, it's actually quite fascinating. The fog seems to generate a little bit of a heat signature, not as much as a full-blown person. There does seem to be some heat source emanating from the fog itself. It's not quite blinding. Like I said, it's not incredibly bright like an entire person would be, but there is still something there. But, however, because of that, it does still obscure your vision with that.
Okay.
It's lightly obscured up to 15 feet.
That's right. After 15 feet. So within 15 feet, you're clear.
Okay. So it's up to 15 feet is fine. 15 feet to 30 is lightly. Then 30 beyond is obscured.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Effectively blind.
Yeah.
beyond
So
30.
I was gonna say I do have blind sight up to 10 if I need to use that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good to know.
But yeah, we're gonna start heading out into the up to that tree line to see if we can start finding a way towards that path.
Sounds good. The path is readily discernible. As you get to the tree line, you first arrive at a brush that doesn't seem to have any deforestation or any clearing to it, and so you realize you're kind of on the edge of the beach line, and so you just correct your path following Kevin's directions, knowing that it's sort of more towards the center. He leads you along that tree line until you find the path, and then you can follow it readily enough.
Yeah.
So you head into the forest. There's a bit of a thick canopy of trees above you that gives even more obscurement, all taking on a rather interesting appearance with the thick fog clouding everything. But you all make your march, flanked on either side by trees and bushes and various foliage and greenery. One by one,
Trying
you
to
march
keep
along.
You're trying to keep it as quiet as we can. Like obviously with this fog, there's really no need to try to hide because anybody that we could see, like, they'd be able to see us because like we would just be so close anyways, right?
Mm-hmm. In theory.
What's that supposed to mean?
Some people are prepared. We're not.
Spectre could mean they could see through fog.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it doesn't.
Or they could be fog people.
Yeah, aren't the Spectre virus? Can't they? Aren't they the fog? I remember that one guy that we were fighting. He like he operated into the fog, and we had to like shoot the fog or something like that, like to find him. So, we could be surrounded and not even know it.
You think pod people are bad?
So,
He c-
I don't think you guys should go without me.
All right, Scorpion's gonna disappear.
So you're gonna take this stealthily then, both of you?
Yeah, take the super stealth route of just like after realizing that Spectre can like the Spectre infected can like turn into like the mist, then there's probably more of those like the higher tier guards just hanging around in this fog, and there's no way for us to know.
All right, so stealth checks from both of you. Is there one in particular that's taking the lead, or are you both kind of going side by side here at the same pace?
I figure we'd take the side-by-side approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, Scorpion would go out ahead first, but there's like we're going to lose visibility super quick, and that's just not going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 21.
21 on Kevin for stealth.
I'm rolling, but like roll 20 is waiting.
Oh no!
It's taking a while.
Come on, roll 20.
But for your information, that is
Oh, yeah.
it's a 27 minimum, by the way, or 17 minimum.
No, it'd be 27 minimum.
Is it 10 plus the thing?
Yeah. Well, your minimum is if you're proficient, it's 10 plus your bonus.
27 minimum.
So that'd be a 27 in your case then. So you're pretty good.
While Aunt Chauncey's resting and doing reports and stuff, Enyo's gonna like kind of just scout around the area around them, just in case someone tries to sneak up on them.
Okay, perception check from Enyo while you're keeping watch at your makeshift rest stop.
I'm sorry, out of character, I recognize this ambience. This is from Metal Gear Solid 3.
I don't think so. This is tabletop audio, so.
Oh, well. Definitely sounds like it's from Metal Gear Solid 3.
I think all
played it
ambience may sound the same at a certain point. If it's doing its job right.
Sounds like a jungle.
Alas,
Stop being.
perception on Enyo. And in the meantime, Kevin and Scorpion trudge through the greenery.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly. Very quietly. You both rolled pretty well.
Speaking of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Enyo.
Oh,
Natural
hell
20
yeah.
on Enyo. So we'll be back to Enyo in a moment. But in the meantime, I'm going to need Scorpion to roll D20.
Just a D20.
Straight D20.
Straight D20.
Nice.
17? Is high good? Is high good?
Still a nice
All right.
roll either way.
So, with your respective stealth checks, you all essentially get immediately off the paved path, right? You avoid that dirt road entirely and get into the thick of the woods where you can find better obscurement. You brush past all of the various leaves and branches that stick in your way, avoiding as many as you can to keep as quiet as you can. But as you're trudging along, you're both pretty certain at your level of skill and training and experience that to the casual observer, you would be effectively invisible. However, what you wouldn't be invisible to is anything that you are in direct contact with. As all of the sudden, one vine that Kevin brushes against, that thick vine whips around, and I need Kevin to make a mobility saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
My ankles.
Here's hoping. Okay, 14.
14. That
Please save. That doesn't sound good.
that does not succeed. So you are grappled and restrained, and as the vine twists and wraps around your feet, pulls you to the ground and starts dragging you along the floor.
He
hey, Kevin, where are you going?
help?
Get over here.
So Kevin is being
So I
dragged
just,
through the forest. As you see him, basically just hit the ground and fall below a lot of the bushes that are immediately around you. And you see the bushes start to shake in a path going in a straight line in a certain direction.
All right. Confused for a nanosecond, and then started to go run after him.
All right, so you go running after Kevin. And
Did I see what grabbed him, or is this like because
I would say you would have been able to see that vine whip around as he brushed past it and go for his legs.
Because I don't think that's something that Scorpion would necessarily be prepared for.
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere as far as you're concerned, but you did see the action happen. You could catch up to him in one movement. Both of you, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to cut the vine.
As am I. I'm gonna pull out the.
I don't have any.
Yeah, would you have a cutting implement?
I have a katana.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll with the katana.
That works.
Japanese steel.
Nani?
Yeah, that's basically the Scorpion when Kevin went. Zoop. Oh, Nani.
Shing.
That is okay. That's a 14.
For your bonus?
Yeah. $25 on the katana to hit.
All right, big time hits. Go ahead, roll some damage.
Roll some damage. Do I get sneak attack for Kevin being up next to it?
In theory, I'll allow it. Sure. He is technically engaging it.
Against plants and animals.
He is engaging it. In a sense.
Kind of.
It's engaging me.
$54 on the katana swipe. I'm just gonna like run past him and just like ninja past him.
And in one swipe of your Japanese steel, you cut the vine right a few feet from the base of Kevin's leg, and immediately, clean serration, the vine starts spilling out like this purple ooze where the wound was as it continues to snake back through the woods and disappears off into the brush somewhere.
Immediately just gonna get on comms and just over comms, just like the forest is alive.
And then in the background of the comms you can hear Kevin, no shit.
Forest is alive? What do you mean?
Have you guys seen that one scene from Evil Dead?
Oh
What
yes.
makes you dead?
That'd have been a rough time for Kevo.
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Chauncey just smirks because he knows what you're referencing.
I do not understand.
I don't think you want to know. You know all those plants we fight? There's just bigger ones here.
So we're fighting plants in a forest.
I mean, me and you are not doing nothing but pounding sand. They're the ones fighting the forest.
Understood.
Yeah, because Scorpion wasn't around for all the. Oh no, he did fight the plant in Manifold Tower.
Yes.
He did.
Because I was saying he wasn't around for that big one in Raccoon City. That's the one that I remember.
That means Inyo wasn't either then.
Yeah.
So never mind. You don't know this, but we've fought plants before.
She did see the Manifold Tower one, though.
Yeah, because there's that one plant in
yeah,
Manifold Tower.
never mind. I wasn't thinking Manifold Tower. I was thinking the mansion. I'm sorry. We also fought plants in the mansion, not Manifold Tower. I was
My
thinking
first
of
thought is Raccoon City.
yeah, my dad was a big
a lot of
flower, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, wow.
So you guys have
Oh,
fought
right,
your
yeah.
fair share of plants.
Yeah.
Regardless,
That's
as this
awesome.
banter,
Assistance, let us know.
What'd you say?
If you require assistance, let us know.
Will do.
as this banter is going on, we cut back to Enyo, who's radioing this in from the beach. Now, here's a question, too. When she's just speaking over comms, does her mouth move at all?
No.
That's fascinating. You just basically telepathically beam this into everybody's speakers. And yeah, you have no need for moving parts when you're not speaking through your own person.
That means she technically doesn't even need to speak.
I was gonna say, like, well, because you still make sounds, but I don't know if you.
Yeah, you don't
Like, I
have
don't
to
know
be
if you have a
social
speaker?
about it.
Like, if you have a speaker, or do you have like a throat that you're actually making sounds through? Because
Yeah, I think
otherwise,
there's
I think like her moving her mouth is purely like a consideration for the organics.
Basically. So, Enyo, you communicate this to the rest of the crew. As we move back to you, as you finish speaking this, you take your watch in order to protect your ally, Chauncey Clancy, as he's gaining his much-needed rest. With your natural 20 on perception, you do see in the near distance, it must be very near considering the thickness of this fog, what looks to be a sort of silhouette of a person.
Enya readies an attack, just like she readies her fists. And if anything comes within punching distance, she will attack.
All right? You
Sock 'em
Chauncey.
popper.
Stay alert. Something is near.
If I look around, do I see it as well, or just do I nod at it, or should I just nod at her in agreement? Like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll be fine.
if you would like, you can make a perception check to see if you see it as well.
I'm gonna see it. Oh, I think I got good perception actually.
It doesn't invalidate the short rest?
Not to just look around in this case,
Okay.
but you, Enyo, you ready your guard. Prepare.
16.
Yeah, you don't see diddly squat.
Okay, I just go back to comms.
All right, back to business as usual for Chauncey. You trust your robotic ally. But Enyo, as you prepare yourself, plant your feet, ready your guard, you stare at this silhouette right at the edge of your vision, and it's still just standing there, unmoving.
She'll start moving closer to it. But not like too far away.
Okay. How
Like,
much
does-
closer?
Does it seem like she's getting closer? She
As
she
you
moves, let's say, 15 feet towards it.
Okay. It definitely seems like you rapidly approach. It gets larger the closer you get to it.
Let's see. Let me check my fighting style.
If you are stepping to within 15 feet, you would get close enough for it to become lightly obscured, in which case you could start to see some definition. And you see that it looks to be a person, a human, in a blue suit that's standing with their hands behind their back. And you just hear a voice. Now, what are you doing here?
In an instant, she runs towards and throws a swing.
You run towards and you see coming into clear view your creator, Elliot Walker, standing before you. And you go to run and instantly swing at him. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, I
I
see.
will say this is very impulsive of her. Roll attack. Whiz. Beat. D20. I'm so out of this. We already had a session and I'm still out of it.
Yeah, right. I'm
I need
with
Lauren
you.
to teach me how to make the quick things.
Yeah, I can give you some shortcuts real quick. Like after, obviously.
I have a whole row of tabs, and I don't use any of them because they're all the wrong numbers now. I was too lazy to fix them.
Okay. Okay, I was just checking if the gauntlets give me anything. Not for punches. 28.
So what would be a extraordinarily lethal strike? Where do you aim immediately as you swing your fists? If you see Walker in front of you.
She's going straight for the head.
Right for the head, going for a lethal blow. You collide with them, feel the reverberation through your arm as you land solid purchase. And you see him and start to fall backwards, this indentation into his steel skull. And as he falls backwards into the fog, you hear him roll onto the sand, disappear a bit beneath the mist. And as you go to follow up, you don't see anything there on the ground.
I was gonna say she pants heavily, but she doesn't breathe. So she doesn't pant heavily.
She can be programmed to do humanistic things, right? Just be over there just panting for no reason. Like,
You do have a human brain that experiences things like that
Teeth?
have
That's true.
reactions to things like adrenaline and stuff like that now.
That is true. You do experience, and plus it does need to get oxygenated. I assume there's a port somewhere that's taking in the air around you. And definitely, there are emotions that you feel in this new form that would not be present otherwise. Definitely new dimensions of sensation. And you definitely feel a lot of that rushing to your head. A lot of your mind going haywire. And you realize this must be what? I suppose I should ask you, what emotion does Walker evoke for her now?
Anger.
This must
Really
be what anger
intense
feels
anger.
like. True anger.
She kind of just like adjusts to like hands, adjusts to neck, and just like exhales. And walks back to Chauncey.
There's a
She doesn't know what to think of what just happened.
release of air pressure. So,
What's
and your
that all
return,
about?
Steve.
do I look around and see that she's like out of my view because she left for a little bit?
Yeah, if you look around during that time, yeah, you would see that you're all alone for a few moments before you hear those pneumatic pistons, and she walks back into your view.
You find anything?
I don't know.
Can I look at my watch and see if it's been an hour yet?
It's been maybe half an hour at this point.
Okay. Oh.
But is there any other conversation the two of you wanted to have?
You see anything out there?
What is it if you see something you don't think is real?
Usually dead. But
So real quick, before we answer, does anyone feel an impact?
When she struck Walker?
Yeah.
Like I said, you did feel the reverberation through your arm. You did feel an impact in that
Okay.
moment.
Okay. Keep going.
so you're asking me what it feels like to see something that's not there? Or what is it called when you see something that's not there?
I suppose. What is it called?
Like a hallucination? You seeing stuff in this fog? Because I can't see crap. I'm like looking around.
I saw Elliot.
That can't be right. Elliot's dead.
I attacked him, and he faded into the fog.
He didn't
But
attack
he is
back?
dead. He has to be dead. There's no reason for him to be here.
He didn't attack back?
No. He didn't have a chance to.
Kind of looking off into my 15 feet of distance. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything. Are we allowed to like pace around while we're taking a short rest? Like, can she?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You could walk within a little radius of your rest area.
Would you mind taking me to where you seen him?
I can show you where it was. Is this what having a human brain is like? You see things that don't exist? Or shouldn't exist?
I mean, I would say yes, but I've never encountered a situation like that. Usually the things I see are scary enough because of the fact that they do exist. And I don't recall ever hallucinating. So
Yeah, did you get any madness the last time you went into the
no,
Spectre
because I
zone?
drove Black Betty in through doors.
That's true.
all I
That's true.
did.
Yeah, you just showed up
Yes.
for the latter end.
My madness is squishing brains. That's all I remember.
He does know about the madness from Spectre, right?
Yeah, you would know about it. Yeah, from the
Yeah,
reports.
I know about it because Allie had it, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
She went
plus
cuckoo
half
crazy.
my group group went cuckoo. But yeah, I wasn't there, so or at least until the end. So I didn't have any hallucinations. So I guess that's what a human brain would do for you.
I see. That is an inconvenience.
Did I hear a clank or anything whenever she did do the punch? Or did I just hear her pistons like going off?
If you were listening for it, yeah, you probably would have heard her moving around, but you didn't hear any loud bang or clank at any point.
Okay. So
She takes me to where she saw Elliot.
So you take him the brief walk over to that general area and show him the very site. With your machine way of thinking, you we're very easily able to relocate it again. But Chauncey, you just see sand and more sand.
Do I see like her track marks from like giving it the beans and swinging and sliding, doing everything that she would have done in the sand to punch something?
Yeah, you do see a set of her sort of flat robotic footprints.
And I see no ball prints from another body hitting the ground, do I?
Not really.
Like
Not more than usual wear of sand on a beach.
You're sure you've seen it?
I felt my fist collide with his body.
I don't want to break this to you, but I don't see any evidence that you hit anything. With those fists, I'm sure whatever you hit is regretting it, but I do not see any evidence that you actually hit something.
Was it something pretending to be Elliot? I know I hit something.
Oh, mind plays a lot of tricks on you. Just letting you know this now that you got a brain and everything, that you're gonna see some stuff that you ain't seen before, and you're gonna feel things that you've never felt before. But sometimes you just gotta let it roll off and keep moving forward. Your mind, your body and everything probably found something that it wanted to target, and maybe that was the last thing on your mind, and it manifested for you. Now, knowing the Spectre virus out of character, I know that they give hallucinations. Is the hallucinations been studied enough to know that it's like targeted material per person?
The studies on the Spectre virus have not been very extensive. Pretty much the outbreak that you and the party fought in Iowa at the neighborhood of Katara's parents is basically the primary record of any encounter with the Spectre virus. So you have the reports from that, from your teams that went in and from the party. But yeah, there's not a extensive amount of data on the nature of the hallucinations. But there might be more information here at Greenhouse, where evidently they've been tinkering with it, if they have enough here to cause an outbreak of this scale. But you don't have much information on how that works.
But I know that it, like...
You do know that there are hallucinations.
Yeah, that it really affected the people that were hallucinating.
Oh yeah, very vivid hallucinations were reported.
I'll explain that to her too, as I've seen some people that have had minds their entire life get destroyed by these hallucinations. So just be ready to strike no matter what. You know, it's sometimes it'll be there and sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll feel real, sometimes it won't. You'll just have to adjust accordingly.
I understand.
But if there's an Elliot on this island, like there's probably going to be some clones of Katara on this island. We're gonna need to all be together. You can't just run off rogue and go fisticuffs with something that powerful. Please do me a favor and let me know next time before you charge into battle. I always got your back.
I understand.
And with that, the two of you continue and finish your rest. I'll say you can go ahead. The rest of your time will go without incident. You can go ahead and roll anything you need to, but meanwhile, we are going to cut back to Scorpion and Kevin as you continue your journey through the forest. So, what's your destination? Where are you heading for? You're heading for the barracks?
That was what I was thinking, yes.
All right. So, you continue quietly through the forest, taking extra caution now, knowing some idea of some things you might be encountering. And you stay close enough to the path that you can follow it to the western side of the island, reaching the barracks. You see, coming out into a clearing in the tree line is a wide, sturdy-looking two-story building that serves as a residence to on-site personnel. At least Kevin would know as much. And attached to the side of the structure is a shorter ancillary building with a set of garage doors. But at the front of the building are front double doors with pull handles.
He points over there and nods. Let's head there first.
Remember, we're just scouting.
Yes. And if while we're scouting, we manage to find some supplies, all the better. Although, yes, I agree, we're scouting. If we find somebody or people, we should probably, keep low. We don't want
he nods.
to, we don't want to get in any encounters right now.
All right. So, are you all going into the building? It'll still be maybe a half hour, but by the time Chauncey and Enyo time catches up, so it's like they're essentially still finishing their rest, but you advance into the building.
Yeah, test the doors for us, see if they're locked.
Okay. You give a tug on the door. Don't seem to be locked.
Mm-hmm. Just listen. He's not as, what do you call that? Careful as he would usually be. Like, he's not going to take the time to get out his spy gadgets and check everything, but he's going to put his ear to the door and see if he can hear anything at least on the inside.
Perception check. And like I said, Chauncey or Enyo, anything you need to roll hit dice-wise or anything like that, you can go ahead and roll that out while we're playing this part out.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify because it's been so long since I've healed. when rolling my health, it is the dice I need plus the con for each dice I use.
Yes, for each individual dice gets that con bonus.
Okay. So I'm rolling real quick. That's correct, because they're supposed to be D12s. I roll 5, and it's 3 plus the 15, right? Or 3 plus, or 3 times 5. So
yeah, you're good then.
okay, cool. Thank you.
52 hit points to you. So 24 on perception. You put your ear to the door, listen in. Sounds quiet as a mouse in there.
All right, I think we're good.
All right, let's
all right.
go on in.
You open up the door and head on into the barracks. What you find first is a bunk hall. A bunch of bunk beds line either side going down, and on the opposite wall is a stairwell to the second floor. And there looks to be 2 doors as well that, judging by the signage on the wall, lead to locker rooms on that opposite side. And on the right wall is another door that you reckon, both from the layout of the building, looking at it from the outside, as well as from a sign up above it, that leads to the vehicle depot.
All right. Do you want to just start rifling through people's bunk beds real quick?
Find that $50.
Yeah, we're just looking for supplies and stuff like that right now, right?
Okay, so you're just gonna start searching the
Oh.
place.
Yeah. He's gonna pop a psycho stem.
Ooh, pop in a psycho stem. I'll say with
Yeah.
that psycho stem, you could easily find any supplies, any common supplies that you could possibly get a hold of in this general area. You
Yep.
just pop a pill, pupils dilate, and all of a sudden you can see all sorts of things that you wouldn't have otherwise noticed.
Yeah, he's just gonna like pop one and like, Ron, offer one to Kevin.
He holds a hand up. Nah, I'm good.
All right, you're a wash.
All right. So the two of you begin searching the building. On this first floor, basically what you're able to find is, you find a lot of personal effects throughout all the bunks. A lot of knickknacks, things like that. Probably a few dollars if you want to keep any. But the most of the supplies you find in the locker rooms. And again, there's the two basically open hallways that kind of round the corners into locker rooms. And again, it's quiet in here and very eerie. And it's almost like a little bit of a liminal space, Imagine seeing like the locker rooms at like a workplace, just completely abandoned and in the middle of such stillness. It's kind of eerie going around the corners and seeing those tile walls and floors as you come in. And each corner is almost a moment to panic as you look around it. But alas, there's no bodies here. The locker rooms are full, and it's they're pretty complete, not just lockers, but full bathroom suites and showers and everything. So there's lots of supplies here. You could rummage through some of the open lockers too and find all sorts of materials. Here on this first floor, you're able to scavenge 10 handgun rounds, 9mm, 5 7.62 rifle rounds.
I'll take that.
The 5 rifle rounds for you, as well as 2 green herbs and 2 blue herbs in the medicine cabinets.
No yellows? What?
So
No level ups.
Dang.
So Kevin has one item he doesn't need, so he's gonna toss that, and he's gonna take one of those greens.
Okay, it's worth noting too, since you have a couple levels in scientist, so you should have enough to combine 2 herbs without having to make any rolls. So you could condense 2 greens or a green and a blue into one.
Let's go with the green.
Okay.
So do you have one of those? So we have. You're gonna mix the green, and we're gonna have a blue. Are you gonna hold the green or the blue?
What was that question? I'm sorry.
Sorry, are you holding the green, or are you holding the blue? I'll take the other one because I have one more item slot to hold something.
I will hold the double green.
Blue herb.
All right, so there's still just 1 blue herb sitting there.
I got it.
Well, there are 2 blues in total.
Oh, 2 blues?
Yeah, so you're just grabbing 1.
Yeah, I don't have enough room for anything else.
So there's 1 left over if anybody is able to clean up after. But that's all the useful supplies you find on the first floor. And throughout your searching, do you check the vehicle depot door or the stairwell?
Gonna check the vehicle depot door.
Kevin will check the stairwell.
Okay. Do you just try the door?
Yeah.
You jiggle the handle. Seems to be locked.
Now he's gonna check with the fiber optic wire to see if there's anybody on the inside.
All right, perception check. Under the door. It's not quite completely sealed. Definitely room for a fiber optic cable through there.
Same minimum of 16. 16.
All right, looking under the door, you do see what looks to be a general garage area you're not sure how many vehicles there are, but you see at least 1 Humvee lined up there. And There are a number of debris and tools lying around, some various workshop materials, carts, tool chests, things like that. You don't notice too much because it's rather still. I would say with a 16 perception, it is enough to notice that there is some movement among some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. All
You
right.
can't quite make out details, but you do see
All
movement.
right. He's gonna back off quietly and return to see what Kevin's up to, and let him know it's like there's movement in the vehicle depot.
Wait, someone's in there?
I don't know if it's someone. Could be something.
I see. Well, we can come back to that.
Yeah. We just have to be quiet.
Later. Not necessarily right now. We're just scouting. We can take care of it as a group. However, for now, let's see what we got going on upstairs.
All right, you take the stairwell to the second floor. It's much similar layout, however, just kind of reversed as you come up the stairs to a landing and then back up to the second floor. I assume you're giving this place the same treatment, general search, psychostimmed?
Mm-hmm. How long does Psychostim last?
That's a good question. Do you have that stat?
I think it's 10 minutes or something like that, but
Hold on, let me search.
yeah. That's weird. What do you call that?
It's 1 minute, so it was pretty much only enough to search the first
Yeah.
floor. So,
All right.
would you pop
Yeah,
another one?
I'll do another one for this area as well.
Okay. So yeah, you're pretty quickly able to search this floor as well then. You find in the locker rooms on this end 2 chem fluid, 2 scrap materials, 3 rounds of 44 Magnum ammo, and 1 red herb. And in addition, you see among the bunks, there's a lot of bunks, again, a lot of personal effects, but with your heightened awareness through these pills you've just popped, you do notice that there's a steel trunk under one bed in the far corner. That seems to be quite hefty. Nothing
Loot?
like that under any of the others.
I'm gonna go check out that bunk real quick, or that chest.
All right. You kick the chest out from under the bunk. You see it's got a padlock on it.
All right, I'll try my hand at this padlock.
All right. How's your spy gadgets for picking?
Insanely
the ability?
high.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's insanely high. So this would be trivial to you. This is a mundane padlock. So
Yeah.
if it's more than 20, you don't even have to think about it. It's just like,
No.
yeah, you just bust out your tools.
I pull out the chest, see that it's locked, and then like if you're looking at it like a cinematic scene, pull it out, see that it's locked, and then it immediately cuts to reverse of me throwing the lock over my shoulder.
Yeah, fade out, fade back in immediately.
Like it's not even. It's just like a.
So inside the chest, you find sundry items, miscellaneous holsters, clothes, personal effects, things like that. But among them, you do also find a keyring with only 1 key that seems to be attached to the loop, and it is labeled Depot.
Depot. All right, we got the key to the door.
As you whisper Depot to yourself and grasp the key in your hand, you do see this bunk bed start to lean a bit before all of a sudden falling over on top of you.
Backflip.
Well, let's see. Does 16 hit your AC?
No.
So you do backflip, and you move out of the way as the bunk bed collides to the ground with a huge bang that reverberates throughout these entire halls. Kevin, you would definitely take note of this after that. As you dodge out of the way, you see the bed. Yeah, the bed, which was like planted on the ground on all four legs, somehow tipped over in that. And then as it's sitting there, you having freshly dodged out of the way, and it's laying there on its side, you see it start and kind of stomping towards you.
What the fuck? I don't know what to do about this.
It's a mimic bunk bed.
It's a freaking mimic.
And it gets faster and faster as it approaches you.
Run?
All right, you turn tail and run towards the stairwell. You're easily able to outpace it, but it's like you see it dragging itself across the ground behind you. You enter into the stairwell, dive down into the landing below, and see it with its wide berth just get stuck in the at the hallway that would lead to the stairwell. With the walls on either side, it's not wide enough to get through, but it just collides against that and backs up and just seems to be stuck there.
Kevin sees all this and he turns to G. Now I know I'm hallucinating.
Who's G?
Oh,
Scorpion. Force of habit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel pretty good. That's I don't know if that was a hallucination.
Wait a minute. What if it was a hallucination? Would it be a shared hallucination? Oh, I didn't think about that.
we're channeling, brother.
That's certainly that's a new one.
Yep. For sure.
I'm gonna again go over comms, and it's just like the bunk beds are alive too.
I look at Inyo and go, see, the mind is a powerful thing. Those two are hallucinating.
You just hear in the background just like this.
And now they're making noises. We may want to go and try to check them out.
Yeah, so at this time, you are all about caught up into real time. Your rest is completed.
Mhm.
Do Chauncey and Enyo tread their way towards the barracks?
If that's where we want to go.
Yes, I think that's where we're going.
All right.
Letting them lead. I'm leading people on the ground. We're in the air. I don't know what we're doing up here.
All right. Are you guys going quietly like the previous two, or just kind of following the path?
There's no quietly with Chauncey ever.
I can try.
All
You
right.
can try. Yeah,
Enyo,
go ahead.
Enyo, roll for it.
I'm gonna
Give it a
try. There it is.
Mine comes with disadvantage, doesn't it?
Yeah,
gonna
yours
check
would.
just to see. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, 21. Not bad. Not bad at all.
her stealth is higher than I thought it was.
Yeah, because you got that raw superhuman bonus.
I know. That's not even proficiency.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
That's just mobility.
With your superhuman mobility, you're easily able to wade into some of the forestry and go somewhat quietly. Reduce the action in your gears as much as you can. Chauncey, you're going along not so subtly down the path, but
Just for giggles, I do kind of want to roll just to see
okay.
if it's feasible for me to do this.
Well, yeah. So you're following off the path as well, then.
Yeah, I want to see, and it is r/ and then the
or /R.
Oh, /R. That's what it is. /R 2D20. Keep
Yeah.
lowest.
Oh, you have disadvantage.
Yeah, KL.
Yeah. KL. Is it? Do I? Yeah, I do
KL1.
2D20
Yeah.
KL, and then my modifier, right?
All right, KL1, and then add plus, and then your modifier. Yeah.
Okay.
No
KL1
space after the D20.
plus.
See if this works. There you go.
That's wow.
Wow, that's
Not
pretty
bad.
good. Wow.
Not
So
bad.
you both are actually able to pretty quietly stealth your way into the forest. And like a SEAL team of extraordinary individuals, you make your way.
Mechs.
Yeah, basically.
Mechs.
Cyborg commando and a mecha android quietly slip through the bushes. You're moving along.
Mech
Just firing.
waving.
All I picture is these pistons firing and nothing's going on. Just
Yeah, basically. Bunch of robos. But you're going along quietly, making your way through in this thickly fogged region. Trying to make as little noise as you can going through the brush. Still following the path. Chauncey, as you're moving along, you do hear in the distance behind you. It almost sounds like a little girl's giggle.
I turn around. Do I see anything?
I'm looking around, don't see much besides leaves and fog.
I just shake it off for a second and then just keep going forward.
All right, you press onward. Eventually, you're joined to the barracks. You're able to go right into the first floor and see that bunk hall. Are the other two down waiting on the first floor for them?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, and wow, I messed up this time. Scorpion's twirling the key ring around his finger.
Kevin just keeps glancing back up the stairwell occasionally.
Yeah. Actually, I guess in the time it would take for Chauncey and Ennio to get up to the depot, I did it again. Scorpion wants to just want to get a couple of words in with Kevin.
Okay, so while you're waiting for them to arrive.
Okay.
You know, I don't ever recall you being the murderous type.
It's true. I'm not that type of person.
No, you're not. You really aren't. It's admirable that you can do something like that.
However, the circumstances this time are different. Years ago, Emil and I worked on the blueprints, the designs for Greenhouse. This is partially my fault. As I said before. So, I'm gonna do my best to make sure I clean everything up the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Including Emil, of course. That bastard will get a special. Well, he'll get special treatment, is what I'm trying to say.
I know Emil is high on the hit list. That's our target. But these guys, they don't know what's going on.
Maybe not. But they made the mistake of joining up with him.
And that's punishable by death.
I suppose it depends on their motivations.
A long time ago, I would have made the same decision as you. They get in the way, they die. But I live by a different set of rules now.
He thinks for a moment. I suppose that guy probably didn't deserve it. Alright. Tell you what, from here on I'll try to use better judgment. However, if I see okay, if they're pointing a gun at us, shoot. Kill.
Oh, of course.
And if their motivations are impure, shoot. Kill. However, if they seem to be oblivious and ignorant, I'll let them go. Alright? Sound good?
Scorpion's gonna, like, walk over and put his hand on his shoulder and just say, "You're a good guy, Kevin. Remember that."
This is also, in a way, me just taking out some long-term anger, I suppose. But yeah, okay. But for the most part, yeah, you're right.
There's a lot of things that people like me, Director Chauncey, we don't have the liberties of being able to be good guys all the time. Our jobs don't allow it. You have the choice to be a good guy.
He nods. It's not like I was comfortable doing it. I just, at the moment, I felt like it was a necessary evil.
Do what you feels right.
And with that, you see the doors barge open. And in marches Chauncey and Enyo.
Yeah, he's gonna once he sees that see them come in, he's gonna like hold up the keys and put his fingers to his lips, and then like come up to meet them.
Huddle time.
Total time. And just recap everything that they found: keys to the depot, movement in the depot, and bunk bed.
Yeah, but you said the force was alive and we didn't have a problem.
We're gonna go up to the bunk bed. It's gonna be fine.
Do I look up if he points toward the bunk bed area? Do I see the bunk bed in the door or in the hallway or anything?
Do you go up the stairwell up to that landing and then that rounds the corner
No,
to
but-
look up?
Oh, so I have to peek around the corner?
Yeah, you'd have to go up there.
Nah, I'm not that.
Closely. Both the forest and the furniture is alive.
And we didn't see none of that.
Shrugs.
Oh,
Maybe it's the fog.
so what are you thinking?
Get a ride.
Are we gonna go in guns a blazing on this depot? You said there's movement in there.
Oh, I'm assuming you know no other way.
Can I go ahead and just like fire up the cat and just and go and let you unlock the door as I kick it open?
Well, he's currently dressed up as one of the hired hands, right? Just like stay behind. He's just gonna open the door and walk in like he's supposed to be there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Now, here's a question. That means you're Sans suit jacket, then.
Yes, it's back in his. That's true because his armor is also going to be out as well.
Can you put a jacket on top of a jacket?
Can you have the jacket underneath the vest?
Yeah, I would say he doesn't have his Predator suit. His Predator suit's back in his case. But yeah, his jacket would also have to be out as well. Yeah, just for now, he's gonna go sans armor and.
Okay. Well, it's light armor, so you could get it on with an action if need be.
Yeah.
So, all right, you approach the door, you unlock it, and you go in. I will say, make either a deception or a performance check, just to see how generally you embody this character that you're going in as you swing this door open.
Deception is a 25 minimum. $25.
All right, 25 then. So, you open the door, you slip the key in, open it, and as you pretty much don't need it, you discard it off to the side, turn the handle.
Just leave the keys in the handle.
Yeah, just leave it in. Swing the door open and step through. And immediately you hear one crack of gunfire as ting, a bullet bounces off the wall next to you. You kind of instinctively flinch for a moment before you hear a bunch of voices. As just like, hold your fire, it's one of ours.
Yeah, and he like, well, the what do you call that? The instinct kicks over to duck, but like he's gonna like once he like gets back control of his senses, he's just gonna completely go overboard and freak the fuck out. Like, oh my god, oh shit, oh my god, oh, hey, I'm good. I'm good.
You now get a better look at the room. You see several figures before you, 5 in fact. There seem to be a number of armored individuals, and you would recognize from your intel this sort of uniform. These look to be the field combat medics that are an entire division of Greenhouse Solutions.
Okay.
You see,
so different from the ones we already encountered.
Different, yeah. This is a different type of unit. You see these combat medics. There seem to be 4 of them in total, at least of the standard unit. There's a couple. There's one hiding behind like a cart, one hiding behind a mechanics tools chest, and there are 2 that are behind a black Humvee. Now you see that there are 2 black Humvees parked in here, 3 garage doors in total. And yeah, there are 2 that are on either side of the Humvee, one all kind of taking cover and aiming for the door. One of them on the rear end of the Humvee, one on the hood. And everybody has cover. Everybody's aiming at this door. One of them made a panic shot as they saw you coming through, but the others seem to have gotten control. And you do see one in the back line that stands out to you. You recognize on sight, actually, as the chief field medic, Joan Waters. This fierce-looking woman in green fatigues with a military cap on her head, the Greenhouse Solutions logo emblazoned on it. And she's just like...
Yeah, he's just gonna freak out and just start running at them. He's like, oh, kill me, they're coming.
Hey. And Joan steps forward now, taking a bit of command, and she's just like, identify yourself. Why aren't you on the front lines?
don't remember if we got the name of the dude that he took the
You do not.
clothes from. Does it have it's like a name patch or anything like that?
I would say not quite. They're all quite standardized uniforms. No name tag on this one.
Okay.
He doesn't.
So he's gonna pull up.
ID.
You already
Yeah,
just rifle through your pockets right now?
No, he's gonna use one of his like, because he's got a bunch of personalities that he can like draw on that he's worked on over the course of I guess his conversion to being an infiltrator. He has a couple of different personalities for infiltration that he can draw on, so he's picking one of them that he can do. Like he's got a established tone, mannerisms, and a name and everything like that he can draw on, and he's just gonna identify himself and do the best that he can to try to remain like as close to her as possible, just like get close and just like freaking out, just like, oh my god, they're here, they killed everybody,
They're just like,
they're all dead.
hey, calm down, she commands, and the others are like still training their guns on you as you start to approach her. They're like, hey, hold it right there, sir, she asked you a question. And Jones speaks out. She's approached a bit, but still kind of backline compared to these other combat medics. And she said, identify yourself. Why aren't you at the front line? We need that beach secured.
Again, he's just gonna give a name, the name that he prefers, and he's just gonna like, oh my god, there is no front line. I'm all that's left.
And kind of seeing like the char marks and blood splatters on the uniform, yeah. They're just kind of looking at this and kind of nodding to themselves. Joan looks at you. What happened?
Anytime you guys want to barge in, that'd be fine. But he's gonna. I tell the truth of literally what happened. Like they fucking flew in and bombed us.
Are you still approaching? Are you still trying to approach all the while and get close to Joan?
Yeah, he's trying to get as close to her as possible. He's just like, he's like making it like he's trying to get close, but like, is he behind their lines yet, or is he? Like, did they come up and approach it before we got high cover?
No, you're definitely approaching their battle line here. You've definitely surpassed the first few that had more advanced cover behind the carts and the tool chests, and you are now actually getting pretty close to Joan. And one of the ones that's behind the Humvee is kind of moving to intercept and kind of hold you at your shoulder. Yeah. Still pretty convinced that you're an ally, but like just trying to take control and do crowd control here and hold you at bay. Like, hey, that's close enough, pal.
Yeah, and he's doing the thing where he's like talking about like constantly looking over his shoulder, like he's running away from something, like he's just trying to find someplace safe to be, and he's determined that the safest place is behind everybody.
So while this is going on, is there any way like, without being seen, that Kevin can peek inside?
Not without being seen. That's an open doorway. But although there is a bit of a distraction going on right now, I'll say make a performance check to see how distracting it is.
I'm being as distracting as I possibly can be. Loud, obnoxious, and just getting in everybody's way.
Come on, Scorpion, give me bard rolls.
Can I also get on comms and be like, give me a number?
Yeah.
Give me a number. And I'm just like, the number, maybe a name, something. Say, give me any intel of what you see that we can't see yet.
Ooh, you whisper that over comms.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, what's going on in there? What's going on? Tell me.
You said make a performance check?
Performance check.
Surprisingly, no. The one thing in charisma I don't have.
No minimum.
Oof. I don't have.
All right, let's see the roll.
This is about as raw as it gets.
We're going and roll, boys.
Well, anyway, get ready. I'm gonna need your help.
Being such a good liar.
I'm gonna need your help for what I got an idea for.
No advantage for any reason.
But I'm such a good liar.
That's what the deception check was for.
I know, but I did so well. 13 on performance.
13? Two front guards are still trained on the door, and they see the other two are starting to get control of you. They still keep their eyes on the door.
Yeah, so he's just going like just like trying to move past. He's like, listen, Joan, you gotta help me. You gotta save me. They're freaking coming for us. Like, what is this? Five of you guys, please help me.
Well, we should probably give credence to his performance and come marching in.
Inyo, throw me. I turn real quick and I start winding up the gat. I'm like, throw me in there. Because I assume she can get me in there faster than me running. Throw me in there.
Are you serious?
All right.
Yes, I'm serious.
Chuck him.
Straight strength check from Enyo then.
Well, she does have a high strength, so we'll see.
She's got an okay strength.
Good enough.
Not quite as
You're a
superhuman as her mobility. She was definitely designed for speed.
Yeah.
Just throw me.
I think
Do I have enough time to steroid
chance throwing Enyo.
before I throw him?
Steroid? As in, haste?
No steroid.
Oh, you have a straight up steroid on you?
I have
Half your
all of
body
your
works to
stuff.
it.
All right, yeah. I mean, if you would like to, yeah, you can. Now, do you have a flavor for this? Because I have an imagination of how this steroid gets into you.
I want to heal.
Yeah, so like kind of along her spine, there are like these compartments that kind of unveil, and you see like these tubes that just like inject a liquid right into the spinal column.
I was thinking like there was like an interior thing with the gauntlets, but I like that as well.
Yeah.
That's better.
Right into the organic bits, directly into your spinal cord. You have raw juice flowing through you now. You are steroided, and
Just me
you
learning that.
strength. Chuck, Chauncey, all like 700 pounds of him now.
Well?
No. You chuck Chauncey, right?
Yeah, you're throwing me. I don't have to check my strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you. Heave ho, let's go.
Oh, I'm getting up the steroid stuff. What happened? This thing's glitching. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Where's the thing? Wait, do I not get a bonus to my strength?
Not with steroid, no.
Oh, no, steroid. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go.
I'm kind of curious.
I wouldn't have proficiency in throwing Chauncey.
Come on, everybody's proficient at doing something to Chauncey. He takes a beating pretty good. I think the world's got proficiency against Chauncey.
Yep,
Alright. Chuck him.
Oh,
17.
come on.
Man.
That was so close to a 20, but that's fine. 17.
17. I would say, given your mechanical advantage as well as your general superhuman physicality, it is enough to not be completely a wreck, just given the extraordinary weight that's on him. Mind you, the Ares exosuit weighs 500 pounds on its own, so it is a lot of weight to move. You don't quite get him off the ground in any meaningful sense, like into the air like a straight up fastball special out of X-Men. However, it is enough for him to round the corner into the doorway and you to run forward and give him a huge boost straight into the midst of the combat. And
Can I add something to it? Can I use my jump boost to add a little bit more speed?
You do have a jump boost, yeah. So you could fire those rockets attached to your armor right at the same time and get a little bit more distance. I would say, yeah, you could get right across. Well, let me go ahead and bring up the battle map and figure where you want to place yourself.
Okay. Can I do this with like some kind of sneak damage to it? Like I come in and sneak attack, not sneak damage, sneak attack.
I would say given
slide in already rolling. I know they're watching the door. They're not expecting a 500-pound missile to come through it. So.
I would say given the circumstances, here's the way that this has played out for you. Yeah, Scorpion, you're about right there. She actually moved closer a bit, so she's about right here. You're pretty close.
Okay.
I'll say Scorpion is the only person that could get a surprise round on these guys. However, Chauncey gets the advantage of being able to place himself anywhere within this general region, pretty much anywhere before this first Humvee.
Anywhere before this first Humvee.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go right to this Humvee. I'm gonna like slam into it, like bang, like 500-pound missile, just bang into it.
The whole thing rocks and you leave a dent in the door. But Scorpion, you have a moment to act surprisingly given your positioning.
Yeah.
If you would like to.
With that display, he's just like, they're fucking here! And like in a wild flailing panic, his arms and body are just gonna like move and contort and just like panic in such a way that they don't notice that he drew a katana and made an attack.
Who you slicing for?
The dude who's got his hand out.
All right, chop that arm.
Raph, real quick. Can you check what Enya's hit points were on the first map? Because it didn't save over.
It didn't save over. It should save according to the character.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Yeah.
This is Enya's old HP.
Let me see then.
isn't that on your character sheet?
Yeah, it should be if you open
Oh yeah, this is
212.
also this is Scorpion's old HP as well.
Oh, weird. It's not saving on your journals anymore?
It saved on
Sorry, what did
mine.
you say?
I changed my own HP.
Yeah, well, it should be.
No, it's changed on my like. If I click on the thing, it's fine. But when I pull out the
Oh, the minis didn't update?
mini,
Oh, it is on the. If you click on it. Okay.
I was gonna say mine shows it when I drug
Yeah.
him out.
oh, there you go. Now it's good.
Ah, all right. Just need to refresh it, I
I
guess.
just had to do it again.
All right, advantage attack from Scorpion. Everybody else roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Initiative time.
Now, Rose, do you have to get going?
Are you kidding me?
I can stay for another half hour.
All right, you guys better clean up then.
I was hoping for that sneak
have to
attack. I wanted to come
leave by
sliding and just
9
rolling
PM.
into people.
Okay.
Dang it. That is the lowest I've ever done.
Oh, please.
Oh, well, it's still higher than his.
11.
Oof. Well, I'm rolling their
At least-
initiative too.
At least I nat one the initiative roll. So, I mean, like, that's the worst I can do at the moment.
I have a really cool visual of what I want to do.
All right, I can't wait to hear it. So, what do we have so far on initiative or attacks or what have you is going on?
Chauncey is a 12.
I'm at 11. Kevin is 11.
Kevin 11.
Kevin 11.
Enya is 15.
15. Yeah, feel free to roll
more
initiative on
initiative
Scorpion
now.
too.
I'm the highest. Heck yeah.
Scorpion 12.
All right. Chauncey and
And
Scorpion on the same.
Yes.
Okay. So, and
On
your
that surprise attack, that's a 32 to hit.
mega hits. Put him in a body bag.
And and because that's advantage, I have sneak attack.
That's right.
$33 to hit, or 33 damage slashing.
33. All right. All right. Hoo-wee. You do a
Right in
hefty.
front of me.
Yeah, this dude's holding you at bay. He's just like, sir, before arm comes off. You see it flying through the air as it's just like, and you see this dark mist flowing out from where the wound is before the arm that flew out just in the air and then just reforms back on his arm. He's just like, son of a...
Neat trick.
But you seem to have inflicted a pretty hefty blow against him.
Yeah.
So that's your surprise round. Well, I guess you get a full round if you want to do anything else besides that. But if it's just the attack you want to do and hold your position, then You can do that as well.
Bonus action. As a bonus action spot, Joan.
Ooh, all right, good call. Mark your target. All right then. So top of the round is Enyo.
Okay. I'm gonna need
giggle.
some confirmation if this is something I could do.
All right,
Maniacal.
let's hear it.
Alright, so she's steroided.
Mhm.
She bounds to the door, runs across, probably here so she doesn't get in the way of Chauncey, grabs the car, jumps over it, like launches herself on top of the car, and then tackles Joan.
All right, you're gonna vault right over the Humvee and go for
Yeah,
Joan.
and just like smack her in the face.
Absolutely. I mean, with your hasted speed with steroid, yeah, that's you could absolutely make all that.
Please tell me this works. Oh, this will be so...
And it's like she throws Chauncey, and then you just see this droid bolt through the door and jump over Chauncey.
Yeah, coming immediately running
With the
in
same
afterwards.
momentum.
Just yes,
Yeah.
all one fell movement. All right,
She comes, bolts over, and then this is also going to be a charge as well.
all right, charging for Joan, going for Big Mama. Let's have it.
Alright, I'm looking.
Get these
I need to look at
rolls.
charge again. I haven't memorized charge yet.
I think it
It's a
just
new
crits
one.
if you hit with your attack, with a melee attack on that turn. I believe is what
I
happened
think you're
last
right.
time.
Wait, should I haymaker this as well? No, I need to
Yes.
see what I. No, I need to see what
Yes.
AC is first.
No,
I need to see
do
what
it.
Not that high.
Do it.
Is it not that
do
high?
it. She's a medic. Do it.
Okay, I'll
She may be
haymaker.
advanced, but do it.
Alright, so that's. Okay. I haven't haymakered in a long time. -5 penalty.
Yeah, it's just -5 to the attack, plus 10 to the damage. That's it. If you hit.
Alright, and steroid gave her.
No bonuses to attack.
No.
That just means you have an additional action that you could use to make one attack or any other action. As well
No,
as your
okay,
AC is
yeah.
up +2.
Yeah.
Double speed. Advantage on mobility saves, I think.
Looking at 7. +7, I think it is.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because you're 12 normally.
Oh!
That hits!
So that's a crit haymaker?
Yeah.
Oh.
So +10 to the damage in addition to everything else.
So that's 2d. No, that'd be 4d6. 46 explosive.
You critted a
Plus capability.
17?
Because of the charge, yeah. If she gets a run up like
that's
that,
awesome.
yeah. If she gets a
Yeah,
run
if
up
he
like
hits
that, she
me.
crits.
Yeah.
Right in the face.
Ooh, 29
That's
points of damage.
explosive damage.
Right, that's not even bludgeoning,
Yeah.
piercing. It's that actually okay. That makes a difference. Yeah, you come in, vault over the Humvee, and immediately pass the other combat medic beside the other side of the hood, and just come down with a solid, explosive, resounding crack to Joan.
And then.
Second attack.
Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't know. Can I still do this? Can I make her do a strength save?
Ooh, you trying to trip her up?
I'm gonna knock her prone, yeah. See if I smacked her so hard she hit the ground.
Let's see what. That's an 11.
It does. Oh, hold on. 8.
That shouldn't
Yeah, no,
save against
that
you.
she
Yeah.
loses.
At this level.
She's down.
All
Oh, heck
right.
yeah.
So you knock her prone. Ugh! Immediately crack her with that massive strike. There's almost a shockwave that comes after her as she's just flattened onto the ground. She's prone. What else has
Oh,
Enyo got?
this is
As she
gonna be good for her.
lands on her feet right there. On the other side.
Alright, another attack. This is gonna be my steroid attack.
Oh, I missed Enyo.
Am I haymaking again? Am I gonna haymaker? Can you
Yeah,
haymaker
do
me
it.
once?
Always.
Yeah, you could do it.
Always.
You could do it as many
Alright.
times as you're willing to take the penalty. It evens itself out. That -5. You could always choose to take a -5 if you want to on a melee. If you want that +10 damage.
No!
You have advantage though, because she's
You can
prone,
attack.
right?
Oh.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's prone.
Yeah. Prone, you always have advantage on melee attacks against prone targets.
Oh. No!
Couldn't get any worse than that.
All right, extra
could've.
attack.
Yeah, so you got this is your steroid attack. Back with the nat 20s again. All right, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
No need for advantage on that one.
And that one's a haymaker as well, so that's +6, +10.
Just picture like pummeling the ground.
Yeah, basically.
27.
It's like that iRobot shot, just straight into the concrete below. Fist goes through. 27 more points of damage.
So, does my steroid attack also have an extra attack, or is it just
No,
extra attack?
it's just a
with-
single
Okay.
a single attack if you
Just
use it to
checking.
make an attack. You could use it to make basically any kind of action, but if you use it for an attack, you only get one.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's it. You're spent.
Hold on, no, I'm not done yet.
Oh no, what more can she do?
Conserved combat.
She's like the Swiss Army knife of half humans.
All right, let's have it. Another attack. That's your bonus
I
action. Yeah,
understand you so much.
that's true because you're steroided, so you didn't have to use your bonus action to get that far.
Yeah. All right, another haymaker. Come on. Yeah.
There you go.
There you
my
go.
God.
And that's a crit because she's prone.
Well, not because she's prone,
And-
but
Which is
because of
part-
your charge.
Which is part of mixed.
Oh,
You also-
with
you
mixed,
also
yeah,
have
yeah. In that
advantage.
case, yeah, if you have mixed, that's true.
Oh,
You
I
do
also
have
have
advantage,
advantage,
but it
but-
doesn't matter. You're
I guess
already
it doesn't
crit.
really matter. but
Yeah,
I'll
you're
do it
already crit
anyway.
and you're already hit.
Yeah. 30.
Oh my god.
So you go to town here as you vault over, knock her to the ground, and just start punching down upon Joan Waters, and she's just absolutely devastated by this flurry of attacks. You seem to have done a hefty bit, almost 100 points of damage in that round. So,
And now, Enya is done.
now she's spent. Next up is going to be the field medic's turn. So
She's probably here. Oh,
they saw all this go by. Their attention is kind of split, but yeah, they're gonna do what they can here. Actually, they see all sorts of threats, but they do have a pretty keen eye on the big bulldozer that came through. So one of them's actually gonna, they're all prepped with kind of handguns. He's gonna turn on you and make a shot with his Glock against Chauncey.
I'm sorry. Oh, Chauncey. Okay. I was gonna say
no.
which bulldozer.
There was a bulldozer and a dash.
No, yeah, that jams his gun, and he's just like, again, this is probably the guy that missed earlier. Just absolutely not great with his firearms handling tonight. The weapon gets a feed jam, and he's not doing so great.
Damn it, Clark, get your shit together.
The other one you see pull out a needle and jab something into his own arm. So that was this guy here who nat won'd. This guy up here is going to jab a needle into his arm and seems to have added some sort of effect himself, but that's going to be his turn. The other two, there's one that's right on you, Scorpion, whose arm you just cut off after it reforms.
Mhm.
Well, first off, he's seeing his captain go down. He's just going to be like, Joan! And immediately just pull out this syringe and then, just throw it up into the air. You see it levitating in the middle of his palm, just slightly above it here, and then just throw it over, and it straightens out and goes into Joan Waters beside him. He's going to cast Treat Wounds on her.
That's cool.
She recovers 3 hit points for all what it's worth. And he
Definitely were trained by Emil.
and he has combat healing, so actually since he used his action to heal, he can also make a weapon attack as bonus action, which he's going to use to pull a knife on Scorpion.
Mm-hmm. Let's dance.
21.
Oh, that hit.
I'll take average for him. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
He's
Which
gonna
you
do a backflip and have that.
Okay. So reduced to 2.
Two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Round down. And Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I would say this one is the only one who hasn't acted yet. He is going to... Yeah, he's actually going to take this canister out of a side pouch and just roll it under the Humvee to this side before it disperses into this green gas over there. He's going to cast Toxic Gas. I need Chauncey to make a Constitution save.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, yeah, that actually beats their DC. So you have this damage and do not get poisoned. You take 15 points of poison damage from this as you are suddenly enveloped by this cloud of nauseous gas. But not that bad for one as tough as you. That is going to be their turn. Next up is Chauncey and Scorpion.
Okay.
Whatever order you guys want to do it.
Are you equal?
Oh. I'm still sliding in. Go ahead.
Scorpion's gonna see Joan down on the floor, and that's a much more juicier target. Yeah, he's gonna he's gonna dance a little with this dude in front of him with a knife, and he's just gonna like parry and duck and dodge, and eventually try to get around him and just kind of like flip over his arm as he tries to take a swipe and kind of get over in this area. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna bonus action disengage, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, but bonus action disengage. Take a swipe at Joan with my sword.
All right, sword. Attack.
Yep. It's advantage for being prone, right?
Yep.
Swiping by, and
Yeah, definitely mega hits.
And with my disengage, he's going to continue just running past, and he's going to get behind this car
All right.
here.
Gotcha. So you get out of dodge.
Yep.
As you get that slice hit and run along the way. Go ahead and give us full damage.
That is 40 points of katana damage.
Is that slashing, piercing damage?
Slashing, yes.
Okay, yeah. So as you cut through her side, you do see like this dark smoke seeping out from the wound. It doesn't seem to have done as much as you were hoping for, but still a hefty bit.
Okay. Was it? Did I get that same the same thing coming from the guy I hit before?
Not quite. I don't seem to be his bone.
All right.
So yeah, that's all Scorpion's gonna do.
Yep.
I was gonna say at the end of Scorpion's turn, she's gonna use one of her legendary actions to poof and discorporate and recorporate over here. Now kind of back onto her feet.
Where'd you go?
And yeah, that is going to be we're Chauncey's turn now. So what is he up to?
Okay, so I'm gonna start laying waste. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this guy up here. Full fire rate of my Gatling gun, because I did specify that it was spinning up before I was thrown in.
Fair. Yeah, I assume you kept that going as you were going.
Yeah, yeah. So I need to. 11.
All right, who are you shooting for?
The top guy with the wings emblem on him.
Okay, understood.
And I am going to go ahead and do headshot on him. full fire rate.
Alrighty.
That's a 24.
Ooh, after injecting himself with some roids, you see he's actually moving quite quickly, but yeah, not quick enough for you. That hits.
Okay.
He attempts to dodge out of the way, but you send a hail of gunfire at him so massive you can't quite escape.
That's plus 10 because I used headshots. So that's 18.
Yeah, and this guy's fresh, so let's see what we get.
It's 64.
Yeah, not so fresh. This guy gets immediately wiped out as this hail of gunfire.
I rolled D8s instead of D6s. I'm sorry.
Understood.
Let me re-roll
yeah,
that.
go ahead and re-roll that.
That is 54.
10 points less, but still enough to wipe this dude out. Just like he turns into a fine red mist as you cut him in half with this Gatling gun, and as his parts collapse to the floor, he just poofs. Turns to dust.
Okay. And then I am going to go ahead and action surge. I have to cast an action to do it, or
no, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah,
it just gives you.
Okay.
You just have a limited number of times you could do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and free act or extra attack this guy down here in the corner. Same play. Gonna be headshot 10 rounds. Oh, I've seen that 20 show up 16.
16 does manage to hit him.
Okay, cool. That's 54 as well.
Exact same. Wow, you must be hitting a good average. Yeah, same thing, same result. Just turn from one to the next. Turn him into a cloud of smoke that dissipates and falls gently to the ground. Both dark and red smoke.
I am going to go ahead and use one of my action surges. And I'm going to rush. I'm just going to move towards her, lighting her up the whole way.
Okay, got it. Just running and gunning as you're closing the gap.
Yeah. Now, I'm kind of worried whether I should. You know what? I'm gonna go for headshots. I said haymaker all the time, so I'm a headshot all the time. I'm gonna send 10 into her gut, or her most vulnerable spot here. Let's see. That is a 21.
21 hits.
Ooh.
All
That
right.
is a 60.
Yeah, you were sending out puffs of smoke from her with each impact. Definitely seems reduced, but still, that is such a hefty amount of damage. It hardly even matters.
Now, with the action surge, I get an extra attack
Yep.
with this one as well, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
you get full attacks
So-
if you use an action surge.
This time I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to add a trick shot to it. And that is going to be that limb shot that stuns.
Oh, yeah, limb shot. You going for that?
Yeah, limb shot that stuns, which also I have, if it hits, I have skill shot, which adds a 1d10 to it as well.
Gotcha.
So let's go ahead and roll that. Oof. 12.
Actually, in her present form, that does still hit.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to add I'm going to do the 10, and then she needs to make a con save.
All right, understood.
There's the 49 points, 1d10.
Okay. So, her con save is going to be
Oof. Force.
Ooh.
Oh, heavy damage. 50 points.
Understood. That's a 26
Oh,
on
yeah.
con.
That definitely beats whatever I got. I think I'm like at an 18.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, not quite stunned, but she holds onto her arm as this barrage of gunfire is railing into her.
Now, can I can't bonus action hit her with the haymaker, can I?
No, I don't think there's any reason
No,
why
that's
you would
an actual that's an actual attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I am done. That is all I got.
All right, understood. So, at the end of your turn, she's actually going to use 2 of her legendary actions, and you see her just cry out as this is all happening. You guys swarm this room, and she's just like, "Argh!" And you see this torrent of smoke billow outwards from her. She's going to use a dust storm to. What are we looking at? Oh, actually, 30 feet. That actually goes quite a while. Yeah, I think everybody else is just outside of it, but Kevin and Chauncey for sure are within the range. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Wait, despite the fact that I'm on the other side of the door?
The door's open.
Oh, it is? Oh, right.
Yeah, door's wide open, brother.
Door's wide open.
I didn't think of that.
I just went
Yeah.
barreling through it.
This tornado of smoke radiates outwards from her and just looks around that corner too.
Alrighty.
I feel like that's good.
25 does succeed.
Yes.
And
Does it
20. Oh, that just barely succeeds. So both of you take reduced damage. So cut this by half. That's 7 points of necrotic damage to both of you.
Uh-oh.
And you feel it begin to knock you off your balance a little bit, but you steal your resolve. And that is going to be Kevin's turn up next. If that's all for Chauncey.
Yeah. That was it for me.
Well. Alright. So, let's see what I want to do here. Okay. Remind me again, what is the range of a volatile reaction?
What does it
The
say?
radius. Right, hold on. Okay.
It's a 40-foot range, 20-foot radius.
Okay. Huh. That'll be a bad idea. Let's nix that. I'd be better off doing that. Okay. I am going to fire off my... I'm going to step in the room and fire off my rhino at Joan.
Okay, that'll put you at disadvantage at that range, because I don't believe you have Gun Fu.
It says the effective range is 5 feet, though.
Yeah.
Well,
but
it's
you're within 5 feet
you'd be
now.
within that. So that's
well.
effectively saying at melee range you have disadvantage. That's 5-2.
Could I nix my movement?
Yeah, I would say if you want to shoot before you move into the room, you can.
All right, cool. Then I'll shoot and then move into them. That's good. That's good. That is a 13
Oh,
and
wow.
25.
25. Wow, that's a huge bonus. Yeah, 25 definitely hits.
All right. And that is, yep. Hold the phone. $24.
All right. That's piercing damage, right? So,
Correct.
yeah, that would be, doesn't quite seem to be as effective as you would hope, but still does some damage. Now, well, actually, it does that's with the Rhino?
Yes.
Doesn't that have piercing power, or does it not?
I did not write that in my
It-
character sheet.
Ignores piercing resistance.
Okay, yeah, so that
No,
does
it's not
actually.
piercing power.
Yeah, so that does more, that does full damage, it seems.
Oh, good.
As it bores a full hole through her.
I hope you're shooting at an angle too.
Kevin
It will
just
hit.
gives this wide, sort of a like slasher smile as he sees Joan. He knows who she is. So shooting her makes his day.
All right. You can do anything else with your turn?
I don't think I can.
We have a second attack, right, from being a survivor?
Oh right, yeah. Second verse, same as the first. $19.
All right, 19 also hits.
All right. $33 points of damage.
All right.
All right, and
And I assume that was also
That-
before your movement as well, so you're not at disadvantage there.
oh yes.
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
All right.
Hold on, let's see here. That was just 5 feet of movement. Let's see, doesn't want to go anywhere else. I'm gonna have. Let's see. That's perfect. I'm gonna have Kevin move right here.
Okay, she will get an opportunity attack on you as you run by.
Oh, let it try.
All right,
Let's see.
so you see her arm just shapeshift into this massive scythe as you run by and slices
Oh, I
at
don't
you.
like that.
So that is going to be
Why can't you do that?
17 to hit.
I don't think it does. Let me double check. No, it doesn't.
Ooh, what's your AC?
18.
Wow,
missed.
just misses. All right. So a swing and a miss. That's going to be Kevin's turn.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So at the end of Kevin's turn, that brings us to Joan's turn. Finally, at the end of the round, she rolled Garbo initiative. You see this mist, this dark mist that's radiating out from her, begin to just explode outward and envelop lots of things right now. As she grows to a pretty massive size. So,
Oh dear.
She's getting bigger?
yeah.
Well, okay, BOW time.
Now, all of a sudden, you see this massive honking
Oh
thing.
no.
Ah! Oh, not that again!
Oh no.
Chauncey, I would say just from your sheer proximity, make a strength saving throw as this transformation is happening, as she erupts into this massive monstrosity before you. As this one
Good, yeah.
transformed arm continues to grow into
30.
a more complete form. Yeah, that, I would say you're not knocked prone. However, you are certainly pushed out of the radius just from the sheer force that's going on here.
Can I climb?
Oh my
Can I
God.
grapple?
Oh no. Here we go
One
again.
of those little arms? Yeah, I'm on
I'm
it.
gonna get let's
You,
get eaten.
you tell me.
Sure.
tell
With
me.
that saving throw, I would say you're able to grab hold to a piece of it, and now are lifted at least 10 feet off the ground, and are dangling there on that
That's
elbow joint that you're currently under.
Okay. I'm in.
We're all playing Resident Evil except for Chauncey. He's playing Shadow of the Colossus.
That's gonna be the end of her turn. Back up to the top of the round. Enyo, you're up.
Alright. And it's gonna slide over the hood.
All right,
Charge
going
this
back
thing.
over the hood.
Wait, hold on. How much movement is that?
I would add extra 5 to that based on sliding over the hood, so 25 feet to get to just outside her square.
She's gonna go back 1 foot. So it's
Alright.
30 feet. Slide over the hood.
Wind up. All right, vaulting over there. These two are going to get opportunity attacks on you
That's fine.
as they pull their blades. 12 and
Miss.
15. Yeah, no hits.
So this thing, I don't remember its stats before, but does this thing have a high AC?
Only one way to find out.
Looks
Alright,
like
I'm not gonna haymaker this one.
Haymaker always.
I want to hit at least one. I don't know what this AC is.
If you haymaker it, I'll haymaker it. I'm not nearly as good at
Fine, I'm
it. as you are.
haymakering it.
Fear pressured into haymaking.
10.
Come on.
Shouldn't have
Doesn't-
haymakered it.
Good job.
Doesn't hit.
Good job.
You
did
told me
that.
to haymaker it.
I was wrong.
Alright, hold on. Where's my charge again? Where's my charge? There's my charge. Alright. So, next one. I'm not gonna haymaker it because I want to hit it. This better not be the 20. That's actually
Always
fine.
haymaker.
23.
That hits.
Cool. And this is a crit because I charged.
Right.
Plus... punch. And then... time for the big guns. Literally.
The big guns.
Oh boy.
The big guns.
These weren't the big guns?
These want the big guns.
That's 21
Are they
explosive on the
literally
damage.
guns?
Alright, and your pulls up her right gauntlet, which shifts into a barrel. Let's see if this hits. So I think that's also the same bonus. Yeah.
She turned into Mega Man.
Alright, plus 3.
Yeah. Mega Buster time.
Yeah, so this is going to be a firearm attack, right? So that's going to be a disadvantage at this range.
Is it?
Yeah, because
It says for this one, the regular range is 5 to 80.
Yeah, so that would be...
That's the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
Yeah, that's
thing I
literally the exact same
Yeah.
situation that just happened 10 seconds ago.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, this isn't 5 feet.
No, well, so you're within 5 feet of her zone here. So, yeah, that's gonna be melee range.
Ah.
So unless you have the gun fu fighting style, that's gonna be at disadvantage. You're gonna back away. You can, however, she will get an opportunity attack on you.
She can have an opportunity attack.
All right, she swings at you with these massive.
I regret
limbs.
saying she can have an opportunity attack.
Enyo takes.
Oh,
And he was gonna bound off of that attack.
All right. That's
Ooh.
32
Ooh, that's
points
damage.
of
I'm gonna
damage.
reduce that.
17 is slashing, and the rest is necrotic.
I'll reduce.
Well,
This
are
doesn't
you
really matter
using
which one I
are you
reduce.
using charge
I'm using brace.
or brace rather? Yeah, that just reduces the damage wholesale because it's all from one attack, right?
So that's plus my evolved level is what, 17? Yeah. $21. So that's
All right,
11.
11 points of damage you take in total.
and then
As it slices across your robotic form as you go away, but rebounding off of that, you take aim with your magnum.
20. I just blanked 15. That's what it is. Yes.
Oh dang, yeah, that mega hits.
$12 plus 9. So,
And that doesn't have piercing power, right?
let me check real quick. This is my first time using this gun. There's an item compendium.
Wait, does she literally have a hand cannon?
Yes.
Yeah. Literally hand cannon.
Literal hand cannon?
Cannon.
Literal hand cannon.
Hand.
It's hand. It is a hand cannon. Hand cannon.
Mm-hmm. It is a hand cannon. That is a hand.
I was so upset that I didn't have the hand cannon until I found out she had one, and I was like, okay, I'm cool with it. I'm also kind of upset that I have a rhino that's in someone else's hand, but I'm okay with it.
This has
Kevin's over there raising your kid.
evisceration.
I'm letting him use it.
What does that do?
Attacks with this weapon ignore piercing resistance.
Oh, there you go. That's the only thing we
With this
needed.
weapon-
So yeah, full damage. Yeah. So either way, I was just saying that from the sake of my curiosity to figure out, so we could figure that out for future reference. But at half damage, you did the exact number of hit points that she had remaining. So how do you want to do this?
Oh,
yeah.
yes. All right. Upon realizing that her fists aren't going to be effective in this, she rebounds back, taking the hit, barely flinching. Her hand shifts, like the fingers withdraw and it shapes around into a barrel cannon shape. She aims it towards the bulging, like, stomach where all the gas is seeping out of. Aims, fires, and blows it open.
All right.
Sorry, Chauncey.
And with that, this resounding explosion of a firearm shot sends you all ears ringing as it resounds within this garage. But it blows open that bulbous center and a bunch of gas seeps out, and you hear this high-pitched squeal as it shrinks in its form before being reduced to a fine mist. And clattering to the ground is what looks to be a keycard.
Mm-hmm.
I just grab it.
Well, first you fall to the ground and take...
Can I ever throw me then at least?
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dang it. Can I negate half of that by hitting my jump boosters? No,
And
I'll
you land
take
prone.
the 6. Oh, what? I roll over and see the card and swipe it.
You're just like, ugh.
And you grabs it.
You're too far away. I landed on it.
It is under your butt.
It's stabbing me in the back right now.
All right. Is that Enya?
Technically, no.
Technically, what's about to happen?
She's still got a gun out, and it would be like
Shoots
a
Kevin.
bonus action or something to put back
Pointed
away.
at Kevin. I was like, whoa.
Still got my gun
He's
out.
got a gun out. Points at Kevin.
So it would like cost an action to put it back away, right?
Yeah, after you drew it once, yeah.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't work. Well, okay. I have a technical question.
Yes.
Her gun is her hand.
Yes.
So if she were to hit someone with the gun, would that count as her using her hands? Like just smack them across the head, would that count as using her hands?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Alright.
I mean, the beauty of unarmed strikes is that they're always available. There's no circumstance unless you are like completely unmoving in which you cannot do an unarmed strike of some sort.
Yeah, and you could always use your left hand.
It's gonna
Exactly.
be her extra attack.
All right.
Because she's used her regular attack, her steroid attack, this extra attack.
All right, sure thing. Last one then.
No, she still has conserved combat.
Oh no, yeah, I forgot about that too. They keep coming.
That's
High level
Trying
play.
to get more bodies than I got.
22 hits.
low damage.
Low damage against this guy here, but it is a solid hit.
And then conserved combat. What? Oh, I didn't add the R. Oh, this poor dude.
Going to town.
That's a low damage roll. 18.
All right. So you land a couple of solid strikes against him. He's being knocked around, but he's still standing.
That's the end of her turn.
All right. Next up, the medics are gonna have a go here.
Also, just to clarify, I got ready during the rounds, so I can stay for like maybe 5 more minutes.
Okay, gotcha. So,
Okay, I was about to ask.
well, let's see how fast you can dispose of these guys. They're gonna attempt to attack you. One draws a knife on you, doesn't hit. The other is going to shoot at you with his Glock. Neither hits. But he is going to begin considering, at least this one here, a tactical retreat, and starts running for the door to reposition a bit here. But
Oh, no, it
mistakes.
doesn't.
Mistakes were made, brother. You just saw me eviscerate your other buddies.
Chauncey Scorpion's turn now.
Yeah. I'll let them go first.
All right. It takes what, half my movement to stand up, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
If it wasn't Chauncey, it'd be Kevin.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit this guy up real quick. Get his phone number. I'm gonna go with headshot just to do it. 10 shots.
All right, your gun food out, so yeah, no disadvantage for you. Still
16.
hits.
And evaporate. 55.
Yep.
Okay.
Gone.
And then
That guy was
Just
already
throw-
weakened because he got his arm chopped off earlier too. So
and I have 15 feet of movement. So if I do 15 feet of movement but use my little rocket boosters, can I get the extra 5 to land on top of this vehicle? Right there, like that?
sure, I'll allow it.
Okay. I jump up top, and then I'm gonna extra attack this guy down here. Same thing. 22.
Yep, also hits. And this
And
guy has
eviscerate.
just been bruised by Enyo, so yeah, absolutely gone. You hear the echo of the previous bout of gunfire from over the Humvee, Enyo, and then immediately see rocketing onto the top of this Humvee, and another and flattens this guy against the ground, turns him to paste of red and dark smoke. Also obliterated. And Chauncey, you could add a level 1 key card to your inventory.
Yes. I did pick it up. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. But with that, as the gunfire settles and the smoke from their obliterated bodies also settles to the ground, it's quiet once again in this garage. And you have a card. That's going to be where we end tonight's session.
All right.
Oh, man.
Sweet.
I'm gonna
So-
hop off of the top of the truck real fast, and then I'm also gonna tap it and be like, "Yeah, old girl." Nod to my old homie.
So thank you all very much for watching. Got to see some more epic level combat. Wow. That was, I think you guys went a little bit more fuller bore on this one. This was a significantly more difficult combat encounter, and yet a significantly faster one. So regardless, I guess the warm-up round was needed to get everybody just back used to the controls.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, thank you all very
Haymaker
much.
and
on the gas.
headshot all
Oh, yeah.
the time.
ridiculous amounts of damage. And yeah, with that explosive on her melee, that just bypasses resistances. Yeah, get out of town.
Yes.
So-
Scorpion has metal, but he's not a robot. Me and Enyo, we different.
Uh-huh.
Built different.
Mechs and lean beans.
So thank you all very much again for watching. We'll be back next week. Till then, we'll see you all later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Good night, sweet dreams, all the good things.
Bye.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.